launch, and we've already got great things in the works for you.
Oh yeah, we've been talking to some of the devs and are really excited to tell you all about 2K25. But we can't just do that yet. Can't just do that yet.
And before we give too much away, enjoy the summer
And enjoy the game.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have a Monday night of basketball. Here are the starters for Houston. They've got Ja Morant, Lauri Markkanen out there with Smith. Then it's Derek White, and it's Williams in at the 5. And for the Warriors, we've got Clint Capella, Chet Holmgren out there with Banchero. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Dort in at the shooting guard position. All right, Grant, we're now in the middle of the season. Lots of miles traveled by everyone, including broadcasters. You got a favorite NBA city?
Hey, B.A., you are spot on, especially when it comes to us broadcasters. But a favorite NBA city? You know, I've always liked Atlanta.
To the inside. Morant, the pass to White. Shoots over Curry. Capella with a block. Banchero against Markkanen. Banchero no good. Now Markkanen. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. And he was fouled. While in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And with a single punch in last season's training camp, it seems the Warriors' culture of joy and togetherness really took a hit, Brandon.
You know, I agree, B.A., and that's what they need to recover from. You know, keeping that connection and commitment to a common purpose is so crucial to winning.
Both shots good from the stripe.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Morant against Curry. Puts up a deep 3. And the Warriors miss again.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Let's hope for his sake that he does not try that one ever again.
It's rebounded by Houston.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Markkanen, the pass to Morant. And the three-pointer goes.
The more and more you play with your teammates, the more you're aware of where they are, and Lauri Markkanen does a great job there.
Smith, the shot from 20 feet out. The bank shot, no good.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Dort against White. Back to Morant. Three-pointer. Capella with a rebound. Golden State has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Pass to Banchero. Over Williams. And Banchero gets it to go.
You really can't give Banchero room anywhere. He will find a shot to take.
Morant, the pass to Markkanen. It's Williams, high post. And here's White. Excellent D there from Capella.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Using all that size and close, Banchero, he understands his strengths on offense.
Now here's Morant. Smith outside. Pass to Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And Markkanen really that time going strong.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
And one thing you like about Capella, he really understands who he is as a player.
Well, this guy is the definition of a rim runner. Protects the rim and rebounds. He does all the dirty work for this team, and he's willing to do that. That's how he makes his living.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first.
Capella has finished in the top 3 in offensive rating for a couple of years now, and he's up there in most years with the highest field goal percentage in the league.
And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Smith passes to Morant. No good there.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
They get the rebound. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dort. And a moment to check out the 2K leaderboard. Here were the best rebounders last season. 5th best, Clint Capella.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
The Rockets have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Here's Morant. Hey, rejected by Capella.
And Capella, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. You can see his timing on that play.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Okoro's checked in. Smith finds Williams. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Capella. Down low. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Yep, that one goes.
Just not allowing the close defender to get in his way as Dort plays intense there.
Morant looking around. Outside White. Shoots. And Morant with the basket on the assist by White. Morant's got 5 now.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Golden State calls timeout. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
If you can't match up on the boards, you are not going to win games. That's got to be a big lesson from that game.
Well, maybe they went into that game thinking rebounding not something they needed to focus on. They absolutely did.
And the new group getting ready for the Rockets. The Warriors trailing. Pass to Capella. To the left wing. Here's Exum. Clock at 6. Outside for Love. Fires, top of the key. Smith with the rebound.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Here's Pippen. Anunoby covering. And here's Caruso outside. Drains the triple.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Golden State has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Pass to Exum. Here's Pajemski. He's guarded by Caruso. Lets it fly. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one. Tough to defend against.
Pippen, pass to Caruso. To the wing on the left. From about 19. Pippen, no good. The Warriors shooting just 36% here in the first quarter. Anunoby on the take. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass to Clowney. Sinks that one from the post.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Pajemski. Now Capella. Here's Exum. No made baskets yet. Pass to Anunoby. Pulls up. Smith with the rebound. And it's Caruso with the ball for the Rockets. 6-point lead. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
They really had a strong night shooting the basketball. They got hot and stayed hot.
Saw the box score the next day and thought about those percentages. They had guys just going off in that one.
Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Another one falls for Houston.
Assisted by Alex Caruso.
58 seconds left in the first quarter. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Love. And the Warriors miss again.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Okoro on the wing. Pippen passed to Caruso. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Inside, here's Podziemski, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Alex Caruso.
Fernando's checked in for the Warriors.
Second team foul. At the line for the Warriors. One shot.
One shot. Houston has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Pippen. Just 5 on the clock. Off the mark from 16 feet. And so the first quarter is in the books. Rockets ahead, leading by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Rockets. Guys?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Houston in the lead. We've got Chet Holmgren, Luguentz Dort out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Banchero, and it's Fernando in at the 5. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. Now here's Morant. What a tremendous game he played against Denver. Yep, that one's good.
6 of their last 10 points have come from that mid-range area.
Curry passes to Fernando. Now here's Holmgren. Still without a bucket. Banchero finds Curry. Dort outside. Over White. The Rockets pull it in.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense versus good defense.
Here's Markkanen. Just bullies his way in. Lauri Markkanen.
Some contact's not going to dissuade a big like Markkanen. He doubles down on the shot, and he gets it.
Curry against Morant. Banchero outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Banchero's got 7 points. And Grant, these days, more and more teams emphasize the importance of switch defense.
It's so true in the modern NBA, BA. Every team has to be able to switch to take away a lot of the action of the offensive team. So having defenders who can guard multiple players on the court is a must.
Now here's Banchero. 7 points in the game.
Don't sleep on Banchero's ability as a creator. He wants the best shot possible, even if it's not his own.
Markkanen outside. Off target with the 3.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Ooh, Banchero getting it done and tight.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The Rockets have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. White, the pass to Morant. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
First personal foul.
Teams try to get physical with Morant, but he shows exceptional body control off the contact.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Houston.
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
Curry passes to Fernando. The shot won't fall. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Markkanen misses. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Pass to Dort, outside Curry. Fires the three. They get it back. Fernando. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Now a timeout called by Houston. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team. He's checked in for Fernando. Let's take a look at the numbers for Lauri Markkanen. Morant with it. He's got 10. Right side, Williams. White for 3. The Rockets again can't hit. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Dort against White. Second chance effort. The shot by Dort, no good.
Perfect timing to rise up and challenge the shot inside.
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now here's Curry. We saw him with 19 his last time out. And that one's good. Holmgren.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Many people were disappointed that Chet Holmgren lost his rookie year to injury, Brent.
Well, none more so than Chet Holmgren. He's an incredible competitor, but all of the talk is the anticipation around him coming back more well-built, more skilled, and ready for the league than what it has to offer a big man.
And out of bounds, Houston will have it. Over the previous month, we look at the best when it comes to scoring. Second is Ja Morant.
And this last month has been truly special for him. He's scoring at will and in a rhythm on offense.
For Houston, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Markkanen outside. The ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Markkanen.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
So both teams changing it up here. The Warriors have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Here's Podziemski. Pass to Curry. Holmgren with it. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
And one of the fears about Holmgren was his lack of bulk. But he's a strong enough finisher to still power through contact inside.
Capella with a block. To the paint. Anunoby with it. Guarded by Smith. Ooh, stolen by Smith. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That'll be a second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Warriors. Kevin Love comes in for Capella, and Exum subbed in for Curry. Here's Pippen. It's stolen by Love. On the break. Here's Anunoby.
Golden State foul. Dante Exum. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Houston has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Timeout called, Houston. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Pass to Pippen. Now here's Caruso. Smith outside. With the 10-footer. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon. Well, you gotta miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Pippen. Shoots over Anunoby. Pippen, no good.
That's exactly how you want to see defense played. Got right up in his space to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive.
Now here's Anunoby. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. Houston has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Pass to Okoro. Here's Pippen. And another miss by Houston.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Love controls the rebound and the putback. And the Warriors lead by 2.
Their intensity has only picked up this quarter, even while holding the lead.
Pippen pass to Caruso. Right wing to snap the cold streak. Pippen, no good. Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Here's Podziemski. 51 seconds left in the half. The Rockets pull it in. Smith's got 4 rebounds in the game. And here's Caruso. Pass to Clowney from behind the arc. He drops it from range. Clowney's got 5.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Here's Holmgren. Now Anunoby. The shot off that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Pass to Pippen. Beyond the arc. Tipped. The shot that time not on target. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Rockets ahead, up 1. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Warriors Youth Dance Team.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here.
You're watching the NBA halftime show on 2K Sports. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. At one point, they were ahead by 8 points. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. Kenny, what you think about the Rockets?
The road could be unfriendly. They've clearly risen to the occasion. They're shrugging off the chance from the fans. All of that's no. They're playing their focus, and they're getting to work. They're playing with a lot of confidence.
And Shaq, what do you have to say about the Warriors?
You know, they have to shot the ball very well. Not nearly enough quality looks. Right now, this game can easily come down to shot selection and how they run their offense. They need to keep the ball moving and generate better looks.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you gotta like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. We've got Lauri Markkanen. Ja Morant is out there with Derek White. Then it's Smith, and it's Williams in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's White. Still no points. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Here's Banchero. Some solid defense from Markkanen.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Now here's White.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Rockets.
That's good from White. That's good as he hits both shots.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Pass to Banchero. And here's Dort. Now Holmgren. Second shot opportunity, and the bucket is good. Holmgren's got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
White, the pass to Morant. Hauled in by Curry.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
You talk about players that mean so much to their team. Stephen Curry at the top of that list, Brent.
Yeah, you just look at the numbers, BA. They're staggering about what happens when this team doesn't have Steph Curry on the floor. And really, Curry becomes the entirety of the way this offense works.
And here's Capella. He'll bring it up for Golden State. It's a one-point game. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his third foul of the game. And the Warriors are making a change here. Fernando's checked in. Outside Morant. Pass to White. Back to Morant. There's the block. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. 6 to shoot. White for 3.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Now here's Curry. No points yet. Fernando misses. Smith passes to Morant. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Lays it up and banks it in.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
The 3 from Banchero, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right. They're just not playing their best.
Here we have the 2K leaderboard breaking down the top blockers in the league last month. Then Capella, 3rd.
And during this last month, he made a statement on the defensive end, just swatting away shots left and right.
And he lobs it up. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. For the tie, Curry, that's good. Curry's got his first bucket of the night.
Good shot selection there from Steph, feeling the rhythm and then easily connecting on the pull-up.
Markkanen finds White. Fires from deep. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Curry. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play. Ja Morant picks one up. So for the Rockets, Okoro comes in for Markkanen, and it's Caruso in for White.
Morant. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Dubs, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, so easy to root for Stephen Curry because of how much fun he seems to have on the floor. Embraces the competition, but is able to laugh it off when something doesn't go his way. A lot of things do, though.
Now here's Caruso. Here's Morant. Tough points from Ja.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
The Warriors have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. The 3 from Curry. Hits a 3-pointer. Curry's got 8 here in this quarter.
Defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
Smith passes to Caruso. Smith inside. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. Dort finds Banchero. Hello, Banchero, flushing it home.
Wanting to do whatever is good for the team on any given possession. That time, Dort playing unselfishly.
Smith right side. Back to Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, a bomb from Ja.
He's taking what he can get here, has a 3 in each half.
And the Warriors call time here.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Now Now here's Curry. He's guarded closely. Pass to Love. Now here's Anunoby. From the arc. Unable to get that one. Houston has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Okoro. Yet to see a basket. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
And Okoro, he plays determined, but he also plays very physical, so he's going to draw fouls from anywhere.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
Well, they did a tremendous job keeping guys fresh. Their aggressiveness took over, showcased by their points off the fast break.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out, they're getting up extra shots. That could be a difference maker in the result.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. 3-point lead.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
The three. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
Pass to Okoro. No good that time. Oh, nice D from Anunoby. To the wing, right side. Here's Podziemski. He's guarded by Caruso. Outside Love. He shoots it. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And offensively, it appears they've hit their stride.
Here's Pippen. He's covered by Curry. Pippen, no good.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
From deep. That's good from Curry on the assist from Dort. And now it's an 11-point Warrior lead. Caruso outside. Here's Pippen. Back to Caruso. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Smith. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And here's Curry. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Smith's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Caruso, pass to Pippen. Over Love. Pippen, no good. Outside Anunoby. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. We'll be right back with you shortly.
43.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Golden State has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Holmgren is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Lou Dort. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Podziemski in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now here's Dort. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. Moran against Curry. It's Markkanen on the wing. Over Banchero. Markkanen misses.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Banchero passes to Curry. The three is up. Here's Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
And that work was done early as Capella just fought for his position down low.
Morant, the pass to Smith. Back to Morant. Curry with the block. And he gets it back. Good work there as it goes. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Now here's Curry. To the middle. Capella finds Curry. 5 on the clock. From downtown, gets the three ball to go.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Wow. I mean, Smith Jr. displays some power when he zones it on the rim.
Curry against Smith. The three is up. Curry's shot is off. The Rockets have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Back to Williams. Oh, they get a hand on it. Left side, Morant. Launches it. Drops in the three. Morant's got 24.
Well, he just nailed his second three of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter.
Timeout, timeout.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over.
And get ready to move. And welcome out your Warriors Knicks team.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. Well, Coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Curry. Holmgren. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. It's Markkanen on the wing. Over Banchero. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. They held a 12-point lead earlier.
Wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Yeah, the moment Banchero gets going on the bounce, good luck, a tough man to stop.
At the line for the Dubs, Paolo Banchero.
And he knocks down the first one.
He gets to the line a lot. Banchero knows that and works on those shots at practice.
And Banchero drops them both. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Houston. They trail by 9. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Now here's White. Here's Smith. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
And he can play the bully ball inside. Smith Jr., now he knows how to use his size and frame.
Shooting for Houston, Jabari Smith.
The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Banchero outside. Back to Curry. Over Morant. That one rolls around and rims out. For Houston, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Inside, White gets it to go.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment, wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Rockets foul. Mark Williams. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And here are the Warriors now. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Ben Carroll. 5 to shoot. Blocked!
Oh, eager to make a defensive impact. Smith gets after it to find the denial. This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
And here are the Warriors now, following the score by Houston. Dort for 3. Nails it from 3. And the Warriors lead by 6.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Morant, the pass to Markkanen. Back to Morant. Outside White. Over Dort. Again, Houston.
And I'll tell you, this thing looked pretty much over heading into the fourth, but give them a lot of credit for fighting their way back.
Curry looking it over. There's the triple. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
White can't hit.
Well, if they've been saving one of their favorite plays, now is the time to use it.
Morant against Curry. Ben Carroll outside. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
At 6'10", Ben Carroll possesses impressive mobility, just excellent in screen rolls.
Capella with a block. 1:56 left in the fourth. Curry against Morant. Now here's Ben Carroll, guarded closely. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Capella is sort of the prototypical roll guy, right? Going straight from the solid screen to elevate and being open.
Timeout called. Houston. They're behind by 8.
Once again.
1:42 left in the final quarter. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
It's evident that this crowd loves him. And with the way he's playing, it's easy to see why. He's really delivered for them time and time again. Ooh, Morant sticking with it through contact.
Yeah, what a move. I mean, Morant stays agile and gets by the contact.
Time called here. The Warriors decide to talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
they're ahead by 6. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Dort, he's checked in for Anunoby.
For the Warriors, Junior James Squad.
1:36 left to play in the fourth quarter. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. .136 left in the fourth quarter. Curry against Morant. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Dort driving to the basket, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Warriors, Logan.
That's good from Dort.
One of the things that I think opponents struggle with is Luguentz Dort and his build. You rarely see a combination of a guy that might not be that tall, but has that kind of width and explosiveness athletically.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. .111 left in the fourth quarter here. Fades and shoots.
Dort making his impact, and that's the end we expected from him defensively.
Pass to Smith, to the paint. White on the wing. Here's Moran. Capella with a block. Curry with it. There's 42 seconds left in the game. And he gets the bucket.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And that one's good. Moran.
Once Ja Morant gets rolling, there is no stopping him. Ja is feeling it tonight.
Dort, the pass to Curry. To the inside. Soft touch off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 11.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And here's Dort. And so it's Golden State winning this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence too.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
And thank you for spending some time with
Stephen, a slow start. Did something feel different for you in the second half?
Nah, just made some shots. It's really the best explanation I got for you. We got challenged at halftime in terms of getting a little hedge around what we were trying to accomplish tonight. It took us a while to really gain momentum in this game.
Well, the adjustments paid off. Congrats on the win.
Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. So long, everybody.
Welcome to the 2K TV Season 10 finale. I cannot believe it. 10 seasons. We're already at the finale. It feels like just yesterday where we were like, welcome to Season 10. It's been 10 years
The
of 2K
game's out.
TV.
Check out all this cool 2K24 stuff. Now we're here at the finale. And you know, some of my favorite moments, Alexis, have been the amazing guests we've had on the show, such as Jeff Hamilton. Somebody told me Kobe signed one of these,
This
right?
one is signed by Kobe.
Wow, that's really amazing. He lent me the Kobe jacket that he wore when he won the championship, something I'll never forget. What was your favorite moment?
My favorite, going to France, talking to Toto's gang. He was awesome, and it was so cool to see 2K fans from all across the world. Spot up 3.
Let's meet the visiting team, Los Angeles Lakers. At shooting guard, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. At small forward, Tobias Harris. At the other forward position, Evan Mobley. At center, Bam Adebayo. At the other guard position, Luka Doncic. Now, introducing the starters for your Cleveland Cavaliers. At center, 6'10", number 3, Andre Drummond. At the point.
And now the Lakers starting group. Adebayo is out there with Evan Mobley. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Doncic, and it's Harris in at the small forward position. And for the Cavaliers, Edwards is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then there's Jaren Jackson. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Kuminga in at the 3 slot. And as the trade deadline gets closer and closer, we're starting to hear, Richard, more chatter about who's on the trading block.
Yeah, no question. Some teams are looking to make some moves, Kevin, while others are somewhat content to stand pat and trust in their continuity. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Now here's Drummond. Outside Edwards. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And so good off the bounds. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Harris with him. Kuminga on him. Doncic with it. Shoots over Ball. And it's Doncic missing. Ball feeling it out a bit. It's stolen by Harris. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Ball. And it's Luka Doncic with the 3.
And we know Doncic has limitless range, but for him, it's about becoming more consistent from deep.
The pass to Drummond. Outside Edwards. No good with the triple. Now, here's Doncic. His last outing, he had 18 points. Out to the right wing. Adebayo against Drummond. And Doncic throws it down.
And what can Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Pass to Kuminga. He kicks to Edwards. Makes it off the glass. Edwards got 5 points so far.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Harris's shot is good.
Look, just great concentration there from Harris. We're talking about a 10-year-plus vet. Contact, that's not going to bother Tobias.
Now, here's Ball. Mobley with the rebound. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. As Evan Mobley's game continues to evolve and develop, Richard, he could be a real monster down low. He is something else defensively.
Yeah, he's special defensively, and on offense, he has so much room for growth. If he can learn how to dominate the paint, then he will be an unstoppable two-way force.
And he makes the first. An unfortunate struggle for this Lakers team has been injuries, Richard.
Staying healthy is the key to any team's success. But the past few seasons, the Lakers have had some really big hits. Luck just wasn't on their side in that regard.
Oh, here's Edwards. 5 points in the game. For the three. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And on paper, you call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
Now, here's Doncic, following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Doncic outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. 5 on the clock. Harris outside. No good on the three. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 1. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
One shot.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
So the Lakers call timeout, their first.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
And checking out the stats for Luka Doncic, he's coming off an excellent season. He averaged about 32 points a game last year, 8 assists and 8 rebounds. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
It's hard to find defensive spark plugs, but he is one of them. The whole team comes alive on D when he's in the game.
Now, here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. That's tipped. Here's Adebayo. And the shot goes in.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
Here's Ball. Still without a basket. Inside. Here's Doncic. And Adebayo throws it down.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
Now Ball. 9 points last game. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Oh, nice touch on Luka's mid-range there. The product of a lot of practice time and natural talent.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Well, the talent is clearly there for Lonzo Ball, Richard, but injuries have held him back throughout his career.
He's such a fun player to watch, too. He's fast, he's smart, unselfish, and plays hard on both ends of the floor. You just pray for him to stay healthy.
Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Drummond. Chris Boucher comes in for Jaren Jackson. James Harden, he's checked in for Kuminga. And it's Bruce Brown in for ball. And here's Edwards from the arc.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
On the wing, Jones. It's hauled in by Edwards.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Goes back up. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Count it. Good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Edwards. Rebound the Lakers.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but, like, the defense was waiting on him that time.
Isaac misses. Cavaliers trailing. It's Edwards on the wing. Over Hendricks. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Brown. Edwards got 15.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Now here's Jones. Scoreless thus far. Drills it from outside. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Brown. Over Bull. And Bull sends it back. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, Bull with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
You know, Greg, on a per-minute basis, Bull is one of the better rebounders and shot blockers in the NBA.
Yeah, and it's not all done on the inside. He grabs a lot of long rebounds, and he contests shots on the perimeter. This guy is more than capable out there.
First one falls for him.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Amir Coffey's checked in for the Cavaliers. And so Bull nails both of them. You know, after being led by LeBron all those years, and you too, of course, RJ, it's great to see huge expectations back in Cleveland.
That's great. Well, I don't really appreciate that shot, Kev, but yeah, I think last year was just the start of something special. The talent on this roster has a major upside. They are so young. They could be a powerhouse in the East for at least another decade.
Offensive rebound. Black. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Cleveland gets called for the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Second chance shot. Scooped up.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
That one falls.
Yeah, I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Now, here's Boucher. No scoring in this one. Pass to Harden. Over Jones. Harden gets the bucket.
Sometimes the pick doesn't even have to be perfect. It can just be a pick. He just needs to create a sliver of space.
Here's Black. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the pass to Hendricks. Kicks it out to Jones. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Back to the action in just a minute. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Lakers leading by 7. Taking a look at the Lakers. Evan Mobley is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Harrison at the small forward. Now here's Caldwell-Pope. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Here's Mobley. Uses the glass to drop it in. Mobley's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Lakers. Ball, the pass to Kuminga. And here's Jackson. Ball up top. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Ball's got his first 2 points of the night. When it comes to the essential components of a winning team, GA, how much importance do you place on veteran leadership?
Kevin, I think it's important. You want a few guys in the locker room who've seen it all. Players who can keep the ship steady if the team kind of goes awry or has a tough stretch.
Now, here's Ball. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris.
I tell you, it's unorthodox to watch, but Ball shoots the ball with tremendous rhythm and confidence from beyond.
And the rejection by Jackson. In the corner, Harden. Back to Ball. He dishes it to Harden. There's the lob to Jackson. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense in no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end.
Wow. Here's Harden. Caldwell-Pope with some nice D.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Knocked loose on the wing, Doncic. Mobley kicks to Caldwell-Pope. 4 on the shot clock. Pulls up, high post. Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
And you can't let Mobley roam free on the offensive glass. This is how you get burned.
Ball dishes to Kuminga. Back to Ball. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Now here's Caldwell-Pope coming in off a 12-point game his last outing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot. I just love when teams make it work down low.
Timeout called the Lakers. RJ, the thing about James Harden, whatever your team needs, he can provide at a very high level.
Yeah, beyond the scoring and the passing, if you need 10-plus boards, he can do that for you also. Steals, the man lives in the passing lanes. Each night, he makes an impact in a different way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Andre Drummond comes in for Amir Coffey. And it's Edwards and for Lonzo Ball. Blacks check in for the Lakers. Oh, here's Edwards, following the miss by Bam Adebayo.
And how about the commitment from Edwards, refusing to give up on that play.
Cleveland shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Anthony Edwards.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Edwards. And so he makes both from the line.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Black the pass to Adebayo. Caldwell Pope with it. He's picked up by Drummond. Good D by Drummond.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Here's Edwards. Rebounded by the Lakers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And tonight, I expect them to play better offensively. Try to get some closer looks.
Here's Drummond, following the basket by Bam Adebayo. Fires from the line. Mobley with the block.
Hard to protect your shot from Mobley's length. Look, he just bats that ball away.
Assistant, James Harden.
So it's the Lakers now. They lead by 4. Here's Black. There's the dish to Caldwell Pope. Back to Black. Pass to Adebayo. Caldwell Pope trying to break free. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Kuminga off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. To the middle. Here's Black, and he dunks it down.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
And it's time for an injury report. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge for an update on Luka Doncic. David.
Well, guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Lakers about his status. He's got a pinched nerve in his shoulder, basically a stinger. He's lost all sense of motion in his arm. And if he misses a lot of games, it will obviously be a big blow to their chances of winning it all this year.
Thank you, David. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon. Here's Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
For the Cavaliers, Nick Richards comes in for Drummond. And it's Brown in for Kuminga. Brown against Doncic. It's Jones on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Brown finds Harden. Back to Brown. Jackson has the open look. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Doncic against Brown. Adebayo on the follow. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
And the dunk by Jackson.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
Up top, Doncic. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Jones. Lets it go with a 3. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
I know what they say. Defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Harden has a wide open look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Lakers leading by 3. Doncic outside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Boucher is checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. Bull. He's checked in for Adebayo. And it's Jonathan Isaac in for Mobley. Doncic against Brown. Now here's Edwards. Tight defense on him.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
The Cavaliers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Amir Coffey's jacked in for Cleveland. And Edwards drops them both.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
Here's Isaac. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Assisted by.
And the Lakers lead by 3.
And at 6'11", Isaac's able to take a hit and still get the deuce.
He gets it in there. Edwards got 24 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Doncic from deep three-point land. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Los Angeles on top, up 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. With JB Bickerstaff, Coach, what will be the areas of emphasis on defense in the second half?
Well, we got to do a much better job just being physical, fighting them deep down in the post. We got to be very aggressive early, not letting them get deep post catches, make them have to kick the basketball out and not take those easy buckets.
That is doing your work early, and we'll see if you can do it in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Bam Adebayo putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
You have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second unit. But tonight, they've been the key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this, getting that extra boost.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out of defense. Coming out in the second half, if those shooters are hot, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. They've got Jackson. Edwards is out there with ball. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Drummond in at the center, locking down the middle. And that's the group for JB Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Now here is Harris. 5 to shoot. The second chance effort. The shot misses. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Outside, ball. Passes it to Kuminga. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. And here's Doncic from the arc. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Count that one from Mobley.
Finding and taking those opportunities. Mobley does a good job of not passing up that good mid-range shot.
Here's Ball. Mobley with the block. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Count it. Now it's a 5-point Laker lead.
Some hard-nosed basketball, getting in tight, taking it right at the D.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Doncic. Stolen by Ball. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Kuminga dishes the ball. Outside Jackson. Fires for three. The Lakers with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night.
It's hard to quantify how impactful Jaren Jackson Jr. is on D. He does so much.
Yeah, the rim protection is elite. That's why he was Defensive Player of the Year, Greg. But he can also switch out on screens and not look lost. The sky is the limit for him defensively.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Stolen by Ball. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. The shot from the low post is good. Now just a 1-point Laker lead. And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. No good. He's now missed more than he's made. 4 for 9. Here's Ball. Mobley with the block. And Drummond kicks the ball. And here's Edwards from the arc. Here's Drummond. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Here's the pass to Doncic. From 13. And no good that time.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
To the inside. Jackson. Knocks down the 10-footer. Jackson's got 9.
Just muscling it home from there. Jackson is no stranger to having to work over strong defense.
Pass to Mobley. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Harris. Fires at the elbow. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
The mid-range doesn't intimidate Harris at all. He's very confident in his jump shot.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
For Edwards. Jones checked in for the Lakers. Here's a look at some of the stats for Jaren Jackson. Cavaliers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Ball, the pass to Drummond. Over Adebayo. And that one goes long.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Doncic looking it over. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Ball against Doncic. The shot kept alive.
And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
Here's Adebayo. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And here's Harden. Passes it to Drummond. To the right side. Here's Ball. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ball's got 9.
There's just a feel that Ball plays with that really separates him from so many other players. He's superb at finding ways here to score in the paint. Oh, perfect timing on that alley-oop. Adebayo has a real connection with his teammates.
And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Tuesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Dallas Mavericks. And the first one drops.
Let me say this. If you need it, he's got it. Harden does everything you want out of an offensive weapon.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Nick Richards. He's checked in for Andre Drummond. Chris Boucher comes in for Jackson. Amir Coffey's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Brown in for Ball. Both good from the line that time. Doncic with it. 10 points for him. To the paint. Isaac down low. Working on Boucher. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses is really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Harden the pass to Coffey. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. It's a 3-point game. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And Ball sends it back. Over in the corner, Doncic. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And there's the drive. Coffey can't get it to go.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Jones, no one around him. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 6th assist on the night. Now here's Harden. And the pass to Boucher. Brown outside. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Here's Ball. And the 3 off target.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Coffee. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They trail by 6. Just 5 on the clock. And he drives in. Here's Coffee. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Jones. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Jones against Harden. Over Jones. No good. Well, points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Lakers ahead as they wrap up the third quarter with a 13-4 run. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. They've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Isaac out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Herbert Jones. And it's Mobley in at the 5 spot. Edwards, that's good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Jones, the pass to Caldwell-Pope. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for him.
Edwards fires from way outside. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Isaac. Nice move. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, that's a move Isaac mastered early in his career. And he draws a lot of fouls with that up fake. Always gets guys to bite on it.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Drummond's checked in. And both free throws good for Isaac.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Here's Kuminga. Kicks it out to Harden. And the 3-ball is good.
Never scared to shoot from deep. The lefty stroke of Harden, oh man, it's so fun to watch.
On the wing, Harris. It up there for Mobley. An emphatic LU jam.
Yeah, and Mobley's teammates love throwing lobs his way. Why? Because he catches pretty much anything you throw up there.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Kuminga, and he converts the layup.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Pass to Caldwell-Pope over Edwards, and there's the call on Evan Mobley. That is his first foul of the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Lonzo Ball is checked in for Cleveland. Adebayo is checked in for the Lakers. Doncic comes in for Herbert Jones. Outside Jackson. Kicks to Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Ball against Doncic. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Edwards. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists in the game. Now Doncic. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Hands it from downtown. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 10 now for the Lakers.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
Edwards can't hit.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Doncic, no good.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
The kick out to Ball. Pass to Drummond. Over Adebayo. And Adebayo sends it back. Down low. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And Caldwell Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
Send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Ball with the bucket.
And the height of Ball really allows him to finish over the defense. Even when you make contact, he just seems to power through with his size.
And they'll keep possession. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Jackson finds Ball. And stolen by Mobley. Caldwell Pope with it. Now guarded by Ball. And that one is good. Mobley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Caldwell Pope has improved as a passer. Nice to see that development in his game.
Doncic against Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Edwards. Offensive rebound. Drummond passes to Jackson. Shoots over Mobley. Good D by Mobley.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Here's Ball. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Great D that time from Adebayo. And here is Doncic. Over Ball. Rebound Andre Drummond.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. Edwards looking it over. Outside, Ball. Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot.
And some people have talked about KCP, how he's an all-defensive team candidate, getting a taste of it right there.
Doncic against Ball. Doncic, no good.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
That's how you play it. Does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
The Cavaliers again can't hit.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him. And the Lakers lead by 16. And the Cavaliers call time here. They're trailing by 16. 1:51 left here in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Luka Doncic.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over. Now here's Jackson, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Here's Doncic. We've seen players criticized for skipping their media obligations after tough losses, Greg. How egregious is that in your opinion?
Well, you know, they say the true test of character is how you respond to when things aren't going your way. So, for me, it's important to be accountable in those tough moments.
Here's Doncic. James Harden picking up that last basket.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Lakers.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Luka Doncic.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
Now, here's Doncic, following the miss by Lonzo Ball.
And you can tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Here's Jackson, again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And stolen by Bull. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Doncic with it. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Bam. Your impact is seen all over the stat sheet. So what's the mindset as you approach these games?
Just trying to get a team win, trying to impact winning. You know, that's what it's all about. My teammates got my back like I got theirs. So we're just going out there and trying to do our thing.
It was very visible there down the stretch. You looked like yourselves and got the win. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.